Hi, you guys, and hold on. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Absolute Ash. Today is gonna be just a pretty chill day. We just gonna have a little girly talk. We're gonna talk about budgeting. We're gonna talk about my goals. I mean, that's not. And then we're going to talk about like God talk and then touch some extra in and outs here and there. But I just want to say that I'm excited to say that I have 62 followers. No, I know. 62. We almost to 100. Like, we literally over halfway there. So I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to grow. So patience, posting more, just more of everything. So if y'all keep seeing me looking down, I literally have everything written out on my tablet, but I have it down here so I can see it, so it remind me what we're talking about, so I don't just be ranting, because I like to talk, so I'll rant. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is budgeting. So saving is my big thing for this year, is actually saving money. Not having money I can just reach in and grab whenever I want and just being able to, like, no. Actually have a savings and keep my savings. Like, I had bought one of these off Amazon where it keeps everything in these envelopes, so you can know, like, keep everything separate for me. And also, I'm talking about opening my savings account. I'm also trying to set one up for my daughter, especially so it can grow over time. I could put money over there over the years, and by the time she gets grown, not as in 18, because I'm not just going, that's a mistake waiting to happen, because we know how we spent our money when we were 18, or if you're 18, or just money seems to just fall through your fingers. So it's just something that I want to do, is be able to start it up for her start it up in her savings account. If she wants to go to college or wants to go to school or go to a cosmetology school, whatever she would like to do, I have no idea. It's just, that's money there for her career. So I'm putting it to the side as well. Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit about my goals. I ain't going to mention like a bunch of things that I have, the goals that I have. I'm just going to talk about it for a little bit. One thing that might be surprising is I never finished college. It was, I had my daughter, and then I ended up going to school, and then I felt detached from my daughter, so I ended up getting out of school. And I haven't been in school in a year. And honestly, like, you know how people say that time away from school allows you to see, like, if you're, need to be in school, if you this, that, and the third. Like, I literally cannot stop talking about school. Like, I feel so, like, I don't even feel myself for not being in school and not learning things and not pushing toward my career and to my education. Like, it feels so unreal that I even took a break. Like, it's in shock for me. And before, I didn't really have like the encouragement like to keep going to school. It was like another viewpoint of it. It was like, a hassle for me going to school. It was like a pain for me going to school. It was like there was no support in going to school at all, except for my parents. My parents have always been 1,000% supportive of me going to school. Like, they say I talk about it 25/8 because I love school. If one thing you're gonna know about me is I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. I love learning, love reading, love learning. I didn't say that already. I I love school. So for me to have this time away from school for all of last year, I did not go to school at all. It made me realize that I'm ready to get back into school, and rather than trying to load everything on my plate at once, on worrying about, oh, let me complete it, like I gotta hear it been completed, everybody else graduating, this, that, and the third. Like, no, I need to focus on me, focus on how much I can handle, because single mom, you gotta do this, you gotta pace between mommy and school and work, and yeah. So it also was a little discouraging for me because I was seeing like all my classmates, or some of my classmates and some other people, just everybody graduating, everyone in their career, their choice, and everyone doing things that they wanted to do. And then I'm over here like, I only have my associates. Like, it was like I was just being discouraged. But then someone wise once told me, that I was talking to, and told me that everyone has their own pace. Like, if everybody had the same exact thing going on at the same time, life would be boring. There would be no excitement. There would be no this, that, and the third. So everybody is on their own path. So for me to know that helped me, and helped me to get rid of that discouragement of not going to school, and helped me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go back. So another one of my goals is investing in a hobby. There is a hobby of interest. I do have a hobby of interest. It's kind of known. It's not really like I'm trying to hide it, but I mean, like, I don't want to just pop out with it until but I'm learning to invest in myself, like investing in myself rather than worried about having relationships and this, that, and the third, and having a boyfriend and this and that. Like, investing in myself is top tier. Like, girl, get to the money, get to the bag. We not worried about this sir and that sir, and what sir's doing, and why sir's not talking to me, and why sir's not texting me, and why. We gonna interest ourselves in a hobby. So I'm invested in myself in my hobby. I have signed up for a course, so I'm going to be continuing doing that throughout the year. This is like this ain't like a hobby where I'm just like, yeah, I got to get it done now, or it's not. No, it's like gradually working. So I already signed up for a course that I'm studying on currently. So yeah, it's just things at my own pace, rather than thinking I have to rush everything. That gets tiring, that gets overbearing, and that gets like, that's too much. My third thing on my goals is having a routine. I never really put myself like on a routine, like having a routine as in like waking up, going to the gym, doing facial, eating a meal here, like. And that's a big thing that I'm learning on this year, is actually eating. Like, before, like years ago, I could like eat everything. And then I had a kid, and it's like, when you go through pregnancy, and there's some things you can't eat, and then there's some things you can, and then some days you can't even eat at all because you won't stay down. And it's like, that really just got me into the schedule of not eating properly as I should. So I'm trying to get back onto eating properly and drinking my water, because that's a big thing. I've been drinking water. Like, my parents were strict when I was a kid. Like, it was no juice, no sodas. Like, I don't even drink sodas now. So it's like water. I mean, I've always been drinking water, but it's like now it's actually getting the right amount of water daily, making sure I get that. On the routine part is also my time with God. Like, I've noticed, like, I consistently, like, when I was a kid, we consistently did Bible study. So it's like trying to incorporate that into my adulting life, trying to make sure I get my Bible study daily. Because now I'm on it where I get it like a couple of days out the week, which is, I mean, it's a good start, but I mean, it's not there. So we're going to work on that. So getting into our Bible study, working in my time with God, my personal time with God. So trying to get that on track as well. And one of my last things about my goal is about growing my YouTube channel. This is something that I've been really wanted to do for years, and now I'm really actually putting my foot down. And I read something that was like, if you try to wait on doing something when you're ready, you're never going to be ready. So why not just go ahead and step out on faith and do it? And that's what I'm doing, because I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I've just been like, oh, I'm gonna wait till, I'm gonna do, like, no, we're gonna start now. We're gonna go out, step out in faith, and we're gonna grow our YouTube channel. I made business cards. I'm gonna show a little clip. I did make business cards, and some companies allow me to put them in their stores, allow me to advertise in their stores, and it's just my name on the front, and like saying that it's about YouTube, and then on the back it has like a barcode, a QR code, where you can just scan it and it'll take you right to my channel. So there ain't no, I gotta type in, like, no, you can literally just scan it and it'll take you right to my channel. So my audience engagement, my audience isn't where I want it to be, which is okay, because I mean, I'm just now starting out, but I really want to grow my audience engagement. I like comments. I like when people leave comments and tell me like on things like maybe I should work on, or like things I should do next, or that they liked an idea that I did. Like I really love feedback. Feedback is a big thing for me. I really love feedback. Now I have had my little share of discouragement. I mean, I've had a couple people tell me, oh, you're not ready, or oh, you don't have what it takes to do all that, or why are you gonna let people into your life, and letting them know, like, why don't you just encourage me? Like, instead of telling me like, oh, you don't have what it takes, this, that, and the third, like, why don't you just encourage me and be like, okay, or help me, even like as in sharing my post, or sharing my channel, or sharing when I post anything about me posting an upcoming video, instead of just sitting here discouraging people. Like, I never got people who do that. Like, that's so irritating to me. All right, so the next topic is about God talk. My experience with guys have not even been like the best, something I can brag on, something I can state on my resume. Like, no, I have not had the best experience with guys. And that's not to say that like I'm a bad person, or that I'm just not a nice person or whatnot, because I really am. I really am a nice, sweet person. And when I do love, I love hard. So that's why I've just been on like focusing on myself, because if you don't focus on yourself first, like I was talking about earlier, focus on yourself, investing in a hobby, doing something for yourself, rather than thinking that you need a man, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it at all. So why sit here and cry and worried about who you're gonna date, and who's gonna date you, or who wants to date you, or who thinks you're cute, and this, that, and the third. Like, you're gonna be wishing, because they don't care. They really don't care. Everything these days is all about having sex and what I can do for you, and all that extra stuff. Getting way into detail. So that's why I've been focusing on investing in a hobby, because I don't need a man to, if I can't do normal things throughout my life without thinking that I need a man, then there's something wrong. So that's why I'm gonna invest in a hobby, invest in myself, because that's the best thing. That's the best thing that you can do. So, but and I'm not rushing into anything. That's a big thing. Like, people will demand, like guys will demand and be like, well, I want to date you, and I want to date you now. Like, not even no talking stage, not even no trying to get to know one another. Like, they're so ready on, I want to date you and I want to date you now. Or since I have a kid, they want to come in with the intentions of, oh, I can come in, I don't mind raising a kid, I don't mind being a stepdaddy. Who asked you to be one? Like, so that's a pet peeve. I don't like that at all. So I'm not rushing into anything, but I am currently in my dating area. I know before a couple years I was like, I ain't dating, I ain't talking to nobody, I'm not caring, being interested. Like, I'm not. Right now I'm in my dating era. I will go out on dates, let people take me out on dates, because before I was always like, no. But how am I gonna get to know nobody if I don't ever get to know them, as in actually going on dates or doing things, you know, getting to know one another. So I have been open for that. I've been open for that this year, so fingers crossed. Okay. But little updates. The last thing for this video is like the little updates. It ain't really much. I did get a new iPad, and that's what we've been talking about. I did get a new iPad. It's the 9th generation, not the pink one that everybody's all flogging about, but I did get an up-to-date one because my old one, it was time to retire her. She was out of age. Like, we had to get rid of her. But she was good. She was great while it lasted. But this has helped me so much easier, especially on like editing my things and editing. Oh, sorry. But this has helped me so much, especially on like editing my thumbnails and making my intro and things like that. Like, I really love it. Like, it comes in handy. People were not lying when they said invest in an iPad to do your editing. It's so much easier, because when I do it on my phone, it's like my phone wants to blow up. It's like taking forever. I'm like, oh, like, come on. But when I do it, and then when I tried to do it on my computer, it was slow. Like, it was like skipping stuff. I couldn't really like look at everything all at once. It was just skipping through things, and I was like, why can't I not do it? And then so I got me a tablet, and I'm telling you that it's been good to me. It has been very good to me, and I love it. I'm so glad that I invested in it. And also, y'all know I'm an Aquarius, so it was my birthday, January 22nd. I turned 24, but I'm gonna post some of my birthday pics here at the end. But as of everything else, that's a wrap. That's it on just what I had to do today. We were just talking, catching up, little girly talk. As you might could tell, I'm trying to get ready for work. As you know, we always gotta chase that bag. But thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. So but thank you so much. We're continue having faith in me, and I appreciate the ones that actually do watch and come back to watch me, and also give me feedback. Like, I love that. I'm rooting for you guys. I really appreciate you guys so much. But as of that, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.